Crazy Antics is the fourth episode of Happy Tree Friends. It was first released on the date January 2001. Crazy Antics introduces Sniffles, who is a light blue anteater with dark blue glasses, a pocket protector, and a long trunk. Now, you see, this guy right here is one of my favorites, hands down. In fact, he's been one of the favorites ever since I got into the show. But who is Sniffles? Well, this is where the actual episode comes into play. The episode starts off with Sniffles wandering in the forest. As you see here, he's a bookworm. He's thinking of a math problem, has a book in hand, and is very clearly all dressed up for the occasion. Sniffles then spots an anthill and switches to anteater mode. Right off the bat, you get an idea of Sniffles' two main traits. He's an intelligent bookworm and he likes eating ants. Sniffles then runs to the anthill and sticks his tongue into it. Here, you'll spot a few things. Firstly, you'll see the idol on the far right. This is actually its first appearance, way before it got its own episode in Treasure Those Idle Moments. You'll also see a pineapple, a barrel of toxic waste, a dinosaur skull, a watermelon slice, and a treasure chest. However, what you might not have noticed is that this scene where Sniffles' snout travels down the anthill is remarkably evocative of the 1982 arcade game simply known as Anteater. Before Sniffles' tongue bursts through their door, you'll notice this picture of what is presumably the father ant, which appears to suggest he died, or at the very least, is away due to war. After Sniffles' tongue invaded the ant's home, they start attacking it using various weapons. This starts Sniffles' long reputation of having the most torturous, dragged-out deaths at the hands of the ants. Believe me, it only gets worse from here. The following methods of torture the ants unleash onto Sniffles' tongue goes as follows. They nail his tongue down with a stake. They shave pieces of it off with a cheese grater and squirt lemonade juice on the wound. They use a saw blade to cut the tongue. And finally, they pour gasoline all over it, setting it on fire with a matchstick, which goes all the way up the anthill and into Sniffles' mouth, where he gets blown to bits. The ants celebrate their victory and the episode ends. All round, this is definitely one of the more over-the-top episodes. It's also one of the more graphic ones in Season 1, which goes to show how messed up Sniffles' deaths tend to be. There's a bit more to talk about when it comes to the storyboards of this episode. Right here, you'll probably immediately notice that Sniffles' trunk is under his snout, as opposed to being on the top of it. This is actually a recurring trend in the storyboards that feature Sniffles, and in some episodes, like Take a Hike, this somehow makes its way into the episode as an animation error. Sniffles isn't the only one who looks radically different, however. You'll notice that the ants look virtually nothing like their official designs. In fact, they look realistic and all look the same. Otherwise, the storyboard doesn't have anything too drastically different from the final episode. Just a few small differences like Sniffles standing on all fours and later sitting down when he sticks his tongue down the anthill as opposed to standing up like he does in the final episode. Thank you for watching this review of Crazy Antics. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you see. Next episode is Having a Ball, which stars my other favorite characters.